ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to GMC, where we're thrilled to introduce the 2015 all-new, completely redesigned Yukon Denali. Now, of course, all of the Yukons have been redesigned, so right over here on our floor, you'll find the Yukon XL in the trim level SLT, so it has leather, but of course, our top of the line is the Denali right over here with me in the short box. So right now what I want to do is talk a little bit about the differences between the 2014 and the 15 model year, and we're going to get started right now underneath the hood. Two engine choices, both of them have more power and better fuel economy than what you've seen in the past. The Denali has a standard 6.2-liter V8, 420 horsepower, and 460 torque, right? Now that should be, we expect it to be, class-leading performance. Now over here, on the 5.3-liter engine that you'll find in the SLE and SLT, 355 horsepower, 383 torque, but the story is the best fuel economy in the segment, anticipated with 22 miles per gallon on the highway and 16 in the city. All right, so we got the engine under control, right? You ready? Now let's look at the styling, and then we'll get to the good stuff on the inside. Signature honeycomb grille on the Denali with a chrome surround. The headlamps are HID projector beams. Now, why is this important? If you have trouble seeing at night, or someone in your family does, HIDs, they're clearer, brighter, stronger, and it means that you're going to be able to do that a lot better. People who live out in the country or areas where it gets really dark, HIDs, that's the way to go. Still great, the projector beams that are on the SLE and SLT, still fantastic. Clearer, sharper, brighter, right? 18, 20, or 22-inch wheels. On the Denali, it comes standard with 20s, and you can see the 22s here on display with me. Chrome beltline moldings along the side, and what looks to be a little bit of a chrome line right there, but wait, it's magic. Open up the doors on the Denali, and you'll see that they're actually automatic running boards. They open the moment you open the door, and they close just a second later. They wait to make sure that you've cleared, and then they pop on up. Now here's the even better part. Those running boards are also illuminated. If you have someone in your family that needs to often be dropped off at the curb, for instance my mom, she's got arthritis and she's got a bad back. If I drop her off at the curb, I want to know that when she gets out of this back seat, she can see the running board, she can see the ground, and she can see the curb that she's stepping up onto. She's going to safely make the transition from the back seat all the way into the vehicle. That's the benefit of illuminated power steps, right? You can see that. LEDs back here on the taillights as well, and this is the reason LEDs are important back here. Studies have shown that when your taillights and you put on the brake, when they are LEDs, guess how many feet faster people behind you stop? Much. That's awesome. I love that. You got a number? Much? 19 feet. 19 feet faster. So what that means is that this vehicle is helping to protect you from people rear-ending you, right? That's the benefit of LEDs. There's tons of other features on the vehicle that are designed to prevent accidents, to proactively look after you and your family. But right now I want to show you the biggest deal. We'll get to the safety later, right? Let's look right back here. Tailgate comes up with a push of a button. You can also do it from your key fob. And right over here are 4 buttons. Press 1. Woo! Press 2. Woo, woo. There you go. That's the third row. It automatically folds flat. It'll automatically rise as well. Just like that. Now let's show you the flat load floor. That's also new on the Denali this year, or the Yukons in general. There you go. Pop them down. 94.7 cubic feet of cargo space. If you have the XL, it's about 20 inches longer, and that means you have 121 cubic feet of cargo space, and this right here, which is an underfloor storage, actually extends all the way out, and you can flip it all the way up to actually get quite a bit of stuff underneath your floor. This guy right here is really great play sports? Anyone? Anyone? No. You do. You have kids that play sports and they have the dirty soccer balls, the dirty shoes. Put it in here. You know why? Because this has a rubber matting. You can easily take it out, shake it out, clean it up. What's also nice? Perfect for groceries. I have an SUV myself. I have to park on a hill. You know what happens to me when I come home from the grocery store? This note. I'm doing that. And I'm also calling my husband, and he's doing it at the same time. So this is really great because you actually have a wall behind you, and this is a lip to protect all of those sacks from falling out when you have to open up the door on that hill. Let's get back to the seats. You have the flat, low floor, and press these buttons again. That second row will also flip up. How nice is that? Let's put that third row up again just because it's magic. Yeah, it is, right? It is. Okay. Touch of a button down, the tailgate goes. There's another button right underneath here. Press it, and this guy pops open. Easily accessing that cargo space, but also here's your rear windshield wiper. Now, why would we do that, right? I loved your face. I love you so much. You're so animated. It's amazing. Okay, here we go. Rear windshield wiper. Why is that important? Because of this guy right here. Peekaboo window. Close this. That window actually makes it. There's your rear windshield wiper hidden underneath the rear spoiler. In this weather that you all have been having, the snow and the ice, what this means is that this isn't going to stick to your windshield. It's protected by the spoiler. In the summer, it also means that when you go through the car wash, this guy's already protected. Right. It also, here's the other benefit. If this is my windshield wiper, what's the very first thing that collects leaves, dust, and dirt after I wash my car? Like 2 seconds later, this guy. Guess what's not there? Keeping your car clean. Remember those tail lights? Were you here for that part? LED tail lights. Why is it important? Because when you brake, people behind you will stop 19 feet sooner than they would otherwise because of LEDs. So the reason I bring that up again is because it's the name of the game for the next part of our presentation, safety. It's all the way that the Yukon protects you and your family proactively. How does it do that? Rear park assist, of course. A rear vision camera up underneath here, of course. Yes, we have that. You get a really great high wedge vision of what's behind you as you're backing up. But what do you also need to know? If you're backing out of a parking spot, what do you need to know?
You get a cross-reference alert.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. You need to know if someone's coming down that lane in the parking lot. So now there are radars back here. They shoot out 65 feet. 65 feet. And if anyone is coming down that lane as you are backing up, an alert pops up on your 8-inch color touch radio with IntelliLink. So that way you have an arrow that tells you which direction the vehicle is coming. You can pause, wait for that vehicle to pass, and then safely continue on your way. Now similarly, right here, this is your side mirror. Yay, we all have those. There's a little alert to let us know if anybody's in our blind zone, but what do you also need to know? If that terrain was facing this way, and it was driving at 90 miles an hour, by the time we, safely driving on our Sunday stroll, switch lanes, that vehicle at 90 miles per hour is now in our blind spot. Radar shoots out 280 feet. If there is a vehicle driving quickly like that and it will harm you and your family, you get an alert to let you know that too. Not just what is a danger, but what is a potential danger. That's the name of the game. Right up here, that's a camera. It's monitoring the distance between your Yukon and the vehicle in front of you. Now, if for whatever reason you barrel down a little too quickly, a little too fast, a little too close to the vehicle in front of you, then this camera is going to work and it's going to alert you. You actually get it in 3 different ways. Way number 1, lights pop up on the dash. They start off yellow, and when you get a little too closer, they go red. When they go red, you either will hear an alarm or your entire seat will vibrate, saying, hey, wake up, put your foot on the brake. If, for whatever reason, you don't put your foot on the brake, and if you have the Denali, then you have auto collision prep. Auto collision prep will begin to brake the vehicle for you. Now this is the same system that is utilizing the adaptive cruise control. So on that, you set the speed that you would ideally like to go while you're traveling down the road, and if someone gets in front of you, that's okay. Yukon's going to slow you right back down. The moment the coast is clear, it's going to speed you right back up. That's adaptive cruise control. Now you guys, are you brothers? 5 of them? You got 5 boys? No. My goodness. Still, are you cousins? Is this what this friends? All right. 5 boys. Did you come here together? Do you all always get along? Like 100% of the time? Always? Oh my God, Dad is calling you out. Dad is totally calling you out right now. Okay, so here's the reason why. If Dad ever has to take his eyes off the road because maybe someone's arguing in the back, I don't know, apparently that never happens. But if it ever does and Dad has to take his eyes off of the road for even a second, and let's say that Dad begins to veer off out of his lane without using his turn signal because someone's arguing in the back, again, you're going to hear those alarms again. You're going to see them, you're going to hear them, or this time, that seat that vibrates gets smart. If you drift to your right, the right side vibrates. If you drift to your left, the left side vibrates. All of those, yeah, lane change alert. All of those are safety features that, again, the name of the game, it's looking out for the present danger and it's looking out for the potential danger. It's proactively protecting you and your family. Now let's say you are in an accident, all right? Now you're about ready to drive, what, in a year? Okay, will you be my driver? Will you turn around? Here, be my driver. Okay, will you be my passenger? Okay, here you go. Driving on a Sunday. Yeah. Is that how you drive on a Sunday? You drive faster than that, I'm gonna guess. But totally safe. Yeah, there we go. Oh! Here we go, we're driving. Let's say you're proactively protected, but someone is not paying attention and they hit you from the side. If that occurs, of course you have airbags in front. Here you go, protected in the front. Oh, you all are great. Protected on the side, protected on side curtains, but GM has patented new technology. It's an industry first, and it's an airbag that pops out right here in between you. Why? Because you know what happens when 2 very hard heads hit? Oh! But now, you have an airbag right there. That's GM patented technology. You want to know something else that's patented technology by GM and an industry first? You can't see it, but I bet Dad will like it. Right here in your wheel well, there's actually Dura-Life brake rotors. Why is that important? Because they last twice the lifetime of what a traditional rotor would last. That's saving Dad money. That means you get a bigger Christmas list. Yeah. See, everyone wins.
How about heated wheel wells?
Well, heated seats for the first and second row, cooled seats also in the first row. And by the way, when you remotely start your vehicle, not only will it turn on the climate, it will also begin to heat or cool those seats, as well as if you have the Denali, the heated steering wheel will turn on. Now here's my favorite feature on the Denali. You can't see it, but it's a thing called magnetic ride suspension. And if this suspension monitors the road per second, guess how many times? A number. I'll take 5 numbers, one from each of you. 7? No, that was your guess. 7. What's your guess? 20. 7. 10. 13. Number? 15. We got 7 to 15 to 20, 1,000 times per second. So the magnetic ride suspension monitors the road 1,000 times per second and is constantly adjusting your suspension to accommodate all of those crazy Chicago potholes and making your ride smooth. Here's the other thing. On the inside, if you have the Denali, you have active noise cancellation. Those Bose headphones that you use, it's all over your vehicle, making this a quiet ride. Smooth ride, quiet ride, the most powerful engine, most fuel economical engine in the class if you get the 5.3. and those power seats making everything really nice. 2015 Yukon, completely redesigned. There's a lot more to talk about it. If you want to dive deep, let me know. I'll dive deep. We can play more number games.